Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with round 5 of the X-Wing campaign against cancer here in the Wizard's Chest in lovely, snowy Denver, Colorado. I'm Mesa Graf.
I'm Adam Kattnig.
And we're here with the Back to Dials video stream thing. That's what it is.
Yep.
So everything from this tournament is going to benefit the X-Wing campaign against cancer. You can see more of that in Twin Suns Charities on x-wing.org, and that's also the donate link if you feel so inclined to get your money going in the ring there. That would be fantastic. Everybody who's ever been affected by cancer, which is just about everybody, would love that. x-wing.org is the donate link there. So let's get to this match. Adam, we have something very exciting going over here, don't we?
Yes, we figured out the dice cam. Yay!
We did. For my last streams, we're fantastic. We're super excited for this. Yeah, no, I'm stoked. But on the right-hand side of the screen, we have Jeff Pollmiller over here. Cavill, TLT and the Atani Mindlink, Tansari Point Veteran, Heavy Seek, HLC, and the Atani Mindlink, Asajj Ventress, Lax Rousey, Gyroscopic Targeting, and Atani Mindlink. We have a variant of the Paratani list here. Jeff tells me that he'd like to call it not your father's Paratani. It's definitely an Atani, definitely an Atani Mindlink list here with some interesting changes. Duhtch Cuthbert on the left-hand side of your screen. Hera Syndulla with TLT, Accuracy Corrector, C-3PO, Engine Upgrade, Navigator, and the Ghost title. Ahsoka Tano with VI, Capture Tie, Rey, Sabine's Masterpiece, and Black Market Slicer Tools. And Zeb Aurelios in the Phantom with the Phantom title and Chopper. Right now, he is docked to Hera. Now, interesting to know, Duhtch's Ghost is tiny. He's got a little itty-bitty, like, toy model of that thing going over here.
The other one is too big.
The other one is
it falls over.
just too large. It's wobbly.
It's so cute.
It went through Honey, I Shrunk the Ghost.
John, I think we're getting a request from the stream. Sergeant Ace24 is asking one of us to ask Jeff whether or not he has his wallet. He will understand.
We call Jeff Dak.
Dak?
Can you guys hear this? I'll tell you guys a funny story while they're getting close.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd actually, if it's all right, I would rather talk about some of these lists. For
yeah.
now, we'll get to that at the end.
He does have his wallet. Thank God. He has bought coins.
Good. All right, yeah, so I want to talk about Hera Syndulla on Duhtch's side there because he's got C-3PO. So the excellent thing about this, and we saw this at a couple high-level tournaments, is that Hera really likes to stay at range 3 with that TLT, and Ahsoka Tano can make her boost in the in the start of the combat phase with Ahsoka's ability in order to do that, to boost back out to range 3. So C-3PO will trigger a lot on a 0 agility ship.
Yay!
It's a very clever way of making that Ghost quite defensive.
I think it also helps that it's tiny.
Yeah, it does also help that it's tiny and therefore faster and more evasive.
But does it have flames and or go fast stripes?
I don't believe so. Now, Jeff here on the other side with the Atani Mindlink list, the addition of the Heavy Seek here, something that we don't see a lot, very well repainted there. We might get him to showcase that on the stream interview afterwards.
Ship he ever painted.
It's the first ship he ever painted?
That's the first one.
Not too shabby for the first ship that's ever been painted. So here we go. Here we might be getting some. We might be closing in on some combat here. Jeff's list banking in quickly from the left. Asajj clearing an asteroid by actually not clearing an asteroid. We have a hit. See it on the dice cam there. One hit. If we have a minute, John, could you actually ask them to put the dice in there for a little bit longer than they just did? Thank you very much.
2 seconds, yep.
Cavill coming in. Now that Asajj is on an asteroid, Adam, what do you think Jeff's plan of attack needs to be?
Get off that asteroid. You know, the obvious, but yeah, I would say.
I guess a better question would be, do you think that this is going to decide the game? You think it's going to be a game-deciding asteroid right here?
I don't think so. I mean, because they're not in combat yet.
I mean, that's
So,
true. Yeah.
You know, he just needs to not do that
And with
again.
the TLT, there's going to be a maximum of 2 damage coming from the ghost there. This is interesting.
So that was actually a damage onto...
That was a damage, 1 hit onto
Asajj.
Ventress. Now here's Hera coming in with a 3 hard turn. Interestingly, bringing her a lot closer to the fight and becoming stressed. So Ahsoka won't actually be able to give her that free action. Ahsoka there in the captured tie. Very, very important upgrade to make that tie just not die outright. Sid Conray there in the chat. Super small ghost? Yes. Duhtch has put a tiny ghost model on top of the ghost base. So it is the full-size base. It's just a teeny tiny ghost model that we are seeing there, just in order to keep things a little bit cleaner on the map.
I feel like we should name it.
We should name it. Okay.
Okay, guys, what are we going to name the super small ghost?
Duhtch's teeny ghost.
Well,
Let's throw out a couple. Let's throw out a couple things. I feel like Slimer is too easy.
Yeah.
Like Slimer's,
It
maybe,
needs to be green for that.
Yeah, it needs to be green for that. Let's say, ooh, I don't know. Speedy.
Speedy.
Flick.
Let's see. What does he look
He's
like?
Little cutesy. So Rolling Red has a question. How does C-3PO work on the Ghost? I thought you had to have an agility for a roll. You are close. Rolling Red, the trigger for C-3PO is when you roll defense dice. So the Ghost can do that when it's at range 3. And this is a Ghost that really likes to be at range 3 with that TLT, denying range bonuses, accuracy corrector, ensuring consistent shots. So as long as Duhtch can kite at range 3, and the Ahsoka is a really good way of helping you stay at range 3, because she can spend a focus to give her an action and boost.
Yes, exactly.
Although this is very interesting. So Hera is stressed right now and cannot perform an action. We're going to need a judge on that.
I will...
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, wait, it's because it's Hera.
No, Hera Crew does
But this isn't...
red maneuvers while you're stressed.
Yeah, this is Hera Pilot.
This is Hera Pilot cannot take an action while she's stressed regardless.
I thought...
Right, this is what they're discussing.
I think they
on
just
the table right
they
now.
just discovered.
Yep. So Ahsoka Tano's ability is you may spend a focus token at the start of the combat phase to cause a friendly ship at range, I think it's range 1, to perform 1 free action.
I believe range 1, yes.
And since it is perform 1 free action, Hera cannot take that focus or that target lock, which is unfortunate.
I believe
but oh well.
He needs to remove that extra stress then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, but we're seeing some shots here from Hera into Asajj. 4 dice looks like range 2 to me. When I see hit focus blank blank. Into a focus blank, evaded. And here we see that up on the dice cam.
Dice cam!
1 crit to 1 evade.
No damage.
Yes, Rolling Red, he only gets the C-3PO when he's at range 3. Of course, if a heavy laser cannon is shooting at Hera at range 3, it doesn't matter. All right, here comes the second TLT shot, the free shot from the Ghost Phantom title combination. Where is this coming in on? This is coming in on Asajj Ventress.
Okay.
We see the first accuracy corrector for 2 hits. Not nearly enough evades, and we have 1 damage in on Asajj. Here comes the second shot. We know it's going to be 2 hits. Three dice, accuracy corrector for 2 hits. Back again, it looks like we only have 1 evade or 1 symbol. No evades, 1 more damage against Asajj. 2 shields down.
That would be all shields
All
down,
shields down,
thanks to
including
the
hit.
rock.
Yes, all shields down. This is a good moment to remind you all that we're broadcasting this for the X-Wing campaign against cancer here at the Wizard's Chest in Denver, Colorado. Sunny, snowy, rainy, gross Denver, Colorado. Beautiful Denver, Colorado.
I mean, it was nice yesterday.
It was very nice yesterday. Now we have about 4 inches of snow on the ground.
I don't know what happened.
It's beautiful. So yeah, no, this is fantastic. If you would like to donate to the American Cancer Society via Twin Sons Charities and the campaign against cancer, please do so at x-wing.org. So right here, Jeff is facing a little bit of an uphill battle at this juncture. He's taken some damage with none given in return. What's his plan of attack, Adam? Is there he obviously has to pile on to that ghost because he cannot attack Ahsoka while she has the captured TIE title.
Yep. So I mean, I guess pound into the ghost as much as you can.
Yeah.
See if you can take it down. Even though once it is taken down, Zeb is going to come shooting out of it.
Right.
As Zeb
Although
is in the
I'm
docked
not really
Phantom.
worried about Zeb.
Yeah, whenever I've flown a ghost with a Phantom inside, it basically just prolongs the game, but I still lose.
It comes out at an awkward moment when when your opponent has their closer.
Yeah, it's more of a kind of a last stand. So
Right,
it works great if
It's
you're
to get that extra attack, really.
Yeah.
That extra turret attack. Yeah, so he definitely has to pile on the ghost. Now, in order to go about that, might be tricky because, of course, Cavil's going to pump some consistent damage into it. He doesn't really need the 4th die from Cavil, but it's definitely worth it to keep Cavil out at range 3, plinking away with that TLT. Here comes the sick in curving to bank to its pilot right. Looks like it might be trying, looks like it might be trying to go for a block. If Hera moves
Block.
quickly.
Oh, no, we've got a target lock instead. It's facing it head on.
Facing Hera head on. That can be dangerous, although here comes
Aho!
Asajj with a 3 hard turn to pilot left.
Yep. And let's see if that is going to make it.
It is not. Don't even attempt to put it down. It's just going to go ahead and be blocked against that sick. Now, this is interesting because if Duhtch moves his ghost forward, basically at all, forward or a slight bank, it's going to be blocked against Asajj, and that sick is going to have a rip-roaring good shot.
Yeah, and the sick, well, the sick has a heavy laser cannon.
Oh, yes.
Though. So if it gets too close, it won't get the shot because it needs that at least the range 2 to fire that cannon off.
Oh, yes.
Otherwise, it'll just be a range 1, 3 dice, meh.
And
Only
here
3
comes,
red
Here
dice.
comes Cavil taking a focusing the entire squadron. Looking to get those TLT shots off. I love that. And then the ghost, of course, now this is Hera, so she does get to choose her maneuver after she reveals her dial.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Is it the same speed?
It's the same color.
Same. Oh, right. Same
So I can't
color.
really see what she dialed in. It
can't
looked like a
remember.
green maneuver because she's definitely dialed in a green maneuver now for that 1 bank to the right. It's worth noting that she has 2 stress because of Asajj Ventress's pilot ability.
Aha, I see.
It's actually doing 1 straight forward. Got to pick that maneuver. Just railroad tracking it in to bump into Asajj. Now, in terms of action economy, Hera is not in a great position because she is double stress, so Ahsoka will not be able to pass her that stress token. And if Jeff can keep it that way, keep Asajj pushing that stress in, it makes Ahsoka the Ahsoka Hera combination far less potent, right?
Yeah, because Ahsoka can't pass Hera those actions.
Right. And here it is at the beginning of the combat phase. Now Jeff is actually choosing to stress Ahsoka instead of keeping Hera double stressed. Now Ahsoka still gets a focus that she stored on the card from Rey last turn. Here comes Cavil, range 3 TLTs into Duhtch's Hera. checking here to see if this was rock. What do you think? Is that obstructed, Adam?
From Hera
From
to
Duhtch or from Cavill to...
Ooh, that is a
That is
gorgeous
a beautiful
laser.
laser.
Oh. What were they doing? That's because he's staring at the laser.
Yep. It looks like we might get an unobstructed shot here. Here comes the shot. There is a hit. I see more than one symbol.
So you got two
there's
hits.
A hit. No need to even roll defense dice, even though there was one of aid.
Yeah, one. So that's one hit onto
Ahsoka, or sorry, onto Hera.
Hera.
One hit on Hera. There's a lot of paint. There's another hit. 4 natural hits.
Oh.
Doesn't he wish that was something other than a TLT?
All right, so we've got Hera down to 4 shields now.
Hera down to 4 shields out of 6. But now she's going to be able to fire back. Did she just fire right into... Firing right into Cavill? No, it looks like she's going to fire range 2 into that heavy Seek. That's a choice I definitely agree with. That's a pretty sick.
Bro. Okay.
Discussing their options here, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Pulling those nifty little attack markers made by John Conley off. Firing TLTs back at Cavill, actually, looks like here. He's got that accuracy corrector to make it very consistent. And will, in fact, use it 2 hits. I see at least 1 blank, so that's going to go through. We got 1
2
damage
hits,
onto Cavill.
No blanks.
And the second TLT shot will come in here in just 1 sec. Here it is. TLT firing, accuracy corrected for 2 more hits into Cavill. Blank skis.
Whoa.
And we have 1 more hit. So Cavill also 2 shields down. Now, Ahsoka definitely gets the second shot. Or sorry, I keep calling her Ahsoka. Hera gets the second shot at the end of the phase with her TLT. So Cavill cannot win this damage race. So he really needs... Jeff really needs the Seek to pull some weight here, and it does, in fact, have a target lock and a focus. That's a lot of paint. He's going to spend that focus. That looks like 4 hits to me off of a heavy laser cannon from that heavy Seek.
Oh, bing,
1,
bing,
2, 3,
bang, boom.
4 indeed. And, of course, no greens coming from Hera Syndulla. So, Hera, 0 shields. All the shields down on Hera, only 10 hull remaining, just showing how fast that ghost can really get damage piled onto it.
Yeah, it may seem pretty tanky.
TLT coming back at
tanky.
Cavill. 2 hits. I'm seeing 2 evades there on our screen. We'll check with the dice cam. Indeed. So no damage coming through from that shot. Second TLT shot at the end of the round. 3 dice, 3 hits. That's going through. That's going through. That's going to do 1 damage to Cavill. So Cavill's shields are down as well.
Oh.
We're having a race of shields here. So this is very interesting, Adam. I'd like to talk about the current game situation. Duhtch has found Hera in kind of a bind because she's stressed and she's up in the middle of his opponent's forces, which is not where she wants to be.
Right.
With C-3PO and that TLT.
She wants to be on the outer side at that range, at the nice, comfortable range 3.
Right. It looks like he might be trying to get her there. But in my opinion, perhaps he turned in too early. Started facing off against that Seek against that Seek and Cavill instead of skirting around the edges of the board and trying to kite things a little bit more. Getting stuck in the middle of the asteroid field where he didn't really have a lot of room to maneuver, a lot of different choices for how he gets back out to range 3, is not, in my opinion, the way to go there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the board and how the layout is right now, and it looks like pretty much any direction Hera chooses to go, she's going to be stuck because
Right.
you've got Asajj going down, you have the Seek, in between the rocks, and then I assume Cavill is going to turn left to be above those 2 rocks.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely anticipate Cavill skirting around that central asteroid there. Here comes a 5K turn from the Seek. Now, we should be able to know here that the Seek is going to make the 5K turn because it's a little less than 3 base length on a diagonal and exactly 2 base lengths on a straight.
Now,
which
I'm
is
more
a little
looking
less than 5.
because Ahsoka there might be in the way.
Right. If he's blocked, it would probably be Ahsoka that is the blocker, but it looks like he's clear.
Wow. Just K-turned through 2 large
Right.
base ships.
An excellent example right there of how you can use the basic tenets of X-wing base length measurements, which is what all the distances in the game are based on, that one base length, to not guess your maneuvers, right? Jeff didn't think he could make that 5K turn. He knew for a fact that he could make that 5K turn. Of course, the 5K turn does stress the entire squadron, but it is of no trouble to Asajj Ventress, who does a green 3 straight. Now, is her firing arc facing the rear, or is it? Do you know which direction her mobile firing arc is facing?
I have no idea. That is probably the one thing that stinks about streaming.
Yeah.
This specific ship is that the.
If we get anybody back in here, we'll ask him to ask.
Yeah, because we the little marker that tells us where her mobile firing arc is
of course
underneath
her
the
base.
ship, and
Yep.
we can't see it.
There goes Cavill taking his lazy too hard turn.
I kind of hope it's backwards, or at least off to the side.
I agree. Although he does have gyroscopic targeting, so he can be moving it around for free. Of course, we don't know this because we haven't heard him say anything over our game board feed, and we haven't seen
Game board feed.
game board feed.
Game board feet.
All right, now where do you think Hera is thinking she wants to go?
I mean,
She's in a bloody kill box right now.
Yeah, I mean, with that 5K, that pretty much.
She can be wherever she wants with Navigator.
Yeah, but since
Hey, John, could you ask Jeff to tell us which direction Asajj's arc is facing?
Cool. All right, we're gonna find out which way the arc is
Yeah.
facing. But I mean, the best option, I think. Well, she's really stuck.
Right.
She's
if
really
if
stuck.
Asajj's arc is facing backwards,
I
we
was.
have Asajj. Yeah, there it is. Oh, perfect. Asajj's arc is facing backwards. That's
sweet.
bad news for Duhtch Cuthbert there. Looking for a piece of paper to set on top so we can tell.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, that
That
works out. A
way.
little arrow. That's pretty excellent. Thank you very much, Duhtch. Yeah, so now Hera can pick just about any maneuver that she wants, but all of them are kind of poor.
Yeah, it's more which one.
It's tough. It's a really tough decision.
Maybe like a green bank to bump into Asajj, but then you get stressed again.
That would be my choice too, because I would very much like to see her bumping into Asajj, if nothing else, to decrease the amount of shots. But instead, Duhtch chooses a 2 straight green to get rid of that stress. Asajj is just gonna put it back on right now. I think at this point, Duhtch might need to cut his losses and try to get the hell out of there. What do you think?
Yeah, just she's right in between, literally a rock and a hard place.
Exactly. Yeah, this Duhtch's list is not a list that brawls very well because he only has his only damage dealing ship is Hera Syndulla. It's basically a 1-ship list until Zeb pops out, or unless Ahsoka. I'm gonna do that all day unless Ahsoka decides that she wants to start firing, in which case she now becomes vulnerable. So he really can't afford to be up in the middle of things like this. He really needs to get out, and he needs to get out fast.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe if it just either screams ahead to try and get out of range of both the Shadowcaster and the Y-Wing.
Right, he's got to get out of that Shadowcaster's
Oh, but there's
arc.
there's the small asteroid in the way.
Right, I think his next turn, he's got to turn left. Has to get out of Asajj's mobile arc to be unstressed and be able to be boosting and using Ahsoka's ability all the time. Here comes some shots. Cavill. Cavill will be firing now. Looks like at Ahsoka or at Duhtch. Although here comes the start of the combat phase. Ahsoka Tano spends a focus that she got off of the Rey card and is going to make Hera boost. So now here we have an excellent example. We have an excellent example of that synergy. That was not bad, and he now has a great avenue to escape up towards the top of the map as
and
well.
with that, I think he's actually too close to Cavill for that TLT.
Shots, yeah. So we might be shooting at, what we see him shooting at the Seek, maybe?
I mean, Asajj is down 3 shields. I would almost say keep plinking at Asajj.
Keep plinking at Asajj?
Just,
I might agree with that.
Because I mean, you know you're not going to end up killing the Transari vet just because, you know, you can only do max 2 damage with that.
Raven Cat, from the stream, you picked up on the fact that the store is closing. The Wizard's Chest will be closing its doors in 10 short minutes.
Yeah, we got one of their store radio. We're sitting in an office / closet.
Closet office.
It's a closet office.
Cloffice.
Commentary, but do not worry. The X-Wing event will go on.
Oh, yes, until the wee hours of the morning. And here we have some shots. 2 hits, hit crit technically with the TLT against Asajj. A die has gone on its own little journey there. I'm seeing 2 pieces of paint. Focus for 2 evades. Yep, 2 hits, 2 evades. No damage from the first TLT shot.
Yay.
We're going to go ahead and take the second one. Love the dice cam.
Love it. I'm so glad we got
hits.
it working.
There we go. That's going to go ahead. That's going to be a hit no matter what Asajj rolls. 1 damage there against shield. It looks like we missed a shield coming off of that. So now Asajj is on no shields.
Whoops. Okay.
The Sick will fire into the Ghost. Looks like range 3. Of course, that heavy laser cannon does not care. This is the problem. 2 hits. 2 hits into the Ghost, now down to 8 hit points. This is definitely an issue that Duhtch has with Jeff's list. There are a lot of secondary weapons. The TLT, we have the heavy laser cannon. There's so many secondary weapons. Actually, that was Asajj coming in there, and now we have what looks like 4 more shots.
There's an evade token.
Yeah, 4 more hits from the HLC.
Ooh.
Target lock, put a crit in.
Oh, that's right. It's not a crit because it was HLC.
Right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 hull left on Hera.
It's a lot of cards
Confirming
stacking
the damage
up
total
there.
is correct. Duhtch is definitely down here on the low side of this match. Can he bring it back?
Yeah, sure. He can do whatever he believes. He just has to believe in himself. No, I think as long as he kind of stays at that nice range 3, maybe he's try to stay out of all the arcs and just keep plinking away at that TLT, it's got a good chance.
Right, he's definitely not out of this. He's going to accuracy correct for 2 more hits against Asajj. There's some blank dice there, so there's going to put 1 more damage.
Onto Asajj.
Asajj now down to 6 hull. Firing that end of round shot 1 more time. Accuracy correct again for 2 more hits. Asajj can't really see from the glare. We'll get it in the dice cam. Looks like a bunch of focus. Asajj takes 1 more. Asajj is down to 5. Hera is down to 4. Hera is going to be slamming up towards the side, up towards the corner of that map. If I have anything to say about it, that's what Hera's going to be doing. And while they're setting dials, Adam, will you tell us once again about why we're here at the Wizard's Chest for the campaign against cancer?
We are here for you just said it. We're here for the campaign against cancer. It's a great cause. It goes directly to the American Cancer Society. You can donate at x-wing.org.
x-wing.org. That's the donate link.
We'll be running this, the rest of today. We've got 1 more match after this, maybe an interview or 2. To show you some more cool prizes that people here are winning.
Oh, yeah. We've got... so, a lot of people for the X-Wing campaign against Panzer... Against Panzer? X-Wing campaign against Panzers.
Dang it, Panzer.
Yeah, dang it, Panzers. Stupid space Germans. Space Nazis. For the X-Wing campaign against Panzer, a lot of the prizes are painted ships. And These painted ships were done by several people around the world and around the U.S. and sent out to a central location to Luke Carrington, who then distributed them amongst all the Campaign Against Cancer locations. We have our prize ship right here. We're going to showcase it later on, but we also had a couple of our own painting ships as well. Namely, Augustine Ramirez, who we saw earlier on the stream flying that TIE Swarm, painted a white Phantom. So we're going to make kind of a game of this. If you have seen or know somebody who has been at a Campaign Against Cancer elsewhere in the United States and has won or seen Augustine's white Phantom, let us know either here in the chat right now or on our Back to Dials Facebook group. We'd love to find that that was his Panzer. We would love to find that Phantom.
One other place you can send it to if you're not on Facebook for whatever reason, you can always send us an email at feedback@backtodials.com.
Right, feedback@backtodials.com. Now, of course, please go donate to x-wing.org. Help the X-Wing campaign against cancer. All right, Adam, let's get back into the game. The Seek and Cavill moving there to head off Hera's blast. Ravencat, you have a really good point. The Hera does not have Burnout Slam. I was just making an idiom. Being an idiot with idioms. Slamming up to the top of the you sir are the that's from the Pink Panther. What's that? You sir are the idiom. No, but I definitely think that Hera is going to want to move quickly up towards the top of that board. Asajj and the Seek moving in to take target locks, and then Cavill focusing the squadron. Lots of action economy here. We see the power of a Tani Mind Link in full force. Duhtch contemplating what he wants to do. Where do you think, Adam? Should he be turning left? Should he be turning hard in towards that, hard in towards Cavill? Or maybe even try with Asajj's mobile arc moving aft? Should he be trying to go for Asajj and try to finish her off with a TLT?
Well, man.
Well, in any case, he
So
went
many
a pretty
choices.
straightforward.
It's like, well, he.
In any case, that's a moot point, right? But
he should do that because that's what he did.
he definitely needs to start kiting, and he needs to start kiting Asajj because she's the only one that'll get him the C-3PO bonus, and he's been spending so much time without that C-3PO defensive bonus. He needs to stop taking damage. He needs to get ahead of this damage race. And starting to trigger C-3PO while plinking down Asajj, I think, is probably the best way to accomplish that.
Yeah, definitely gotta get some more of that damage in before exploding.
Right, before it's too late.
You know,
really.
that's really I guess the entire point of the game. But
More damage. We've been over this before. More damage is
more
better. More damage, more better. Asajj trying to stress Ahsoka to no avail. She's outside of range 2. Now, will we have shots here? If we have shots, the only shots will be from Cavill to the Ghost and vice versa. So here comes the shot from Cavill into Hera. Lots of paint. We have 3 hits there.
Ooh,
2 hits. Looks like 2 hits focus blank. That's enough for one more plink onto Hera. Puts her at 3 hull. Here's 2 more hits. Enough for another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we might have missed a hull there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By my count, we've missed 1 damage. But
I think there might be one that's double stacked down there.
Aha, okay.
Oh, there we go. So we got Hera TLTing.
Into Cavill backs. TLTing back into Cavill. There's a hit. Here comes the second shot. There's another hit. 2 hit results. Of course, Cavill cannot dodge that. So we're going to see 2 damage on Cavill. 2 damage on Cavill. Shields down. So Cavill's at 3 hull. No shields. Here's the end of round shot. 2 hits. Cavill will take another one down to 2 hull. And it's really a moot point because he can just accuracy corrector that for 1 more.
All right, so Cavill's down to 2.
Cavill's down to 2. Now, Hera is in a bad way because Cavill will likely kill her next round if she doesn't get moving, if she doesn't do something. Because Hera's only at, by our count, 2 hull left, although it looks like we're going to go ahead.
Well, if they end up being able to shoot each other, they're both at 7. They'll kill each other.
Yeah. Hey, John, could we confirm how much damage is on Hera? We're just going to go ahead and get a damage confirmation from John Conley here to make sure that everything is as it should be.
Make sure we're keeping track.
Right. So assuming here that Hera does only have 2 damage and can't take another round from Cavill, Adam, where do you think that she should go? 6, 7. Looks like 7 damage on Hera, so we should be at 3 hull on Hera.
7 damage. Okay. Boop. Okay.
3
Fixed.
hull. We've been a little overzealous there.
At least this game is going a little bit slower than
Right. So
the
Hera
last
is
game.
about to kill Cavill. So it's really Cavill who should be more worried here.
Okay, yes.
Although, if that sit comes in, we could definitely be seeing a dead Hera this round. Do you think there's what can Duhtch do to pull Hera to keep her alive?
I almost wonder if she wants to eject Zeb.
That was my thought too. Because remember, if you lose your ghost and the Phantom is forced to eject, it starts with a face-down damage card. And ideally, Duhtch would want to avoid that to give Zeb the largest chance of surviving and pulling the match out for him later on in the game. So it is very possible that he turns hard and then ejects Zeb into a position where he could possibly get like a range 1 shot.
Yeah, I think that'd be his best option, because then he also has he can also has a better chance at taking down taking down Cavill.
Right.
Get
For sure.
Get an extra shot in, or maybe even start going into that sick.
So just moving Asajj's firing arc forward, I think this is a solid choice. Getting her ability to trigger out the front arc is a very good way to ensure that she gets out ahead of a chase. Out ahead in a chase situation. And, of course, she moves forward and she focuses the squadron. Quick little thing there. Gyroscopic targeting is after the combat phase in which you have performed a speed 3 maneuver or higher. It appears that we're under the impression that it's after the maneuver that you just performed. So hopefully that won't... So gyroscopic targeting, at the end of the combat phase, if you performed a 3-speed maneuver or higher, you may switch your mobile firing arc.
That's right. It is at the end of the combat phase.
It's at the end of the combat phase. So it's possible that we're a little bit in error here, but we'll see. Hopefully that won't have much of an impact. All right, here comes shots. It looks like we might not have anything coming in.
Should I go tell them? Okay.
Looks like we might not have any shots this round. I don't see any attack markers coming out. Don't see any dice rolling. And Hera's dial goes back down, it looks like to me. Now, the other thing that Hera could do is try to blitz the sick and try to come in really close as fast as she possibly can with something like a 3-bank plus a boost. Blitz that Seek, get in under its heavy laser cannon, and smash it with a 5-die attack.
That would be pretty cool to watch.
It absolutely is. Now, do you think at any point here is it time for Ahsoka to attack and come into the fight?
Well, I would say if it were against something that might have an extra shot on Hera.
Right.
So kind of like come in, do a last minute save the day kind of thing.
I agree with that. If it's going to be your Hail Mary shot, I think she needs to.
Yeah.
It's either kill this ship or die.
Yeah.
Then she needs to. But right now might not be the time. I think we have still a couple. Of course, Duhtch can make that choice in the moment. If that 6 got a really good shot, it's probably the chance for Jeff to really try to put it down with the combined firepower of Ahsoka and Hera. But if the Sick ends up being out of range, or if he does indeed blitz it, oh, he was actually just deciding on an action there. We only have a focus token taken from Hera. Why was he measuring for range then? That's an interesting question. You're right. He might be, Ravencat, he might be able to block Asajj. He is facing the wrong way. He's not in the best position to do so.
For those of you just tuning in, yes, there's a mini ghost because I guess something happened to the model and
it's just annoying.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Stupid wobbly peg.
Yeah.
It's just super annoying and it falls off all the time, so we replaced it with a teeny ghost.
Well, and every time you have to get it next to another ship, then you have to take one of them off their pegs so that the ships don't, the physical models don't overlap.
And we are still trying to name the mini ghost. So far, I think the best name that we came up with was Flick, and that was terrible, but it was the only thing that we have.
Friends in the chat, help us out. We need a new name for that little ghost.
Skippy Skippity Doo-dah?
Skippity day. Mini ghost.
Mini ghost. We can't just call it mini ghost. That's what we can't just call it. Like no, we can't just call it. You understand why we can't just call it mini ghost, right?
Boo.
Couple votes for Casper here, but it's got guns on it. It's not actually that friendly.
Yeah.
It's just teeny.
It's just
teeny and adorable.
Fluffy.
Small fright.
Ooh, small fright.
Because it's like small fry.
I like that.
But you have to really accentuate the small fright.
Small fry.
Small fright. So it's like you're speaking with an Australian accent. It's like small fright.
Small fright.
Small fright, mate.
It's a small fright.
But there are more votes. But there are more votes for Casper.
Like
do we have the power to overrule? Yes, we have the power to overrule. Especially here. Here's some
I have the
shots.
best name. I have the best name. Why don't we call it pizza?
What do we call it? Pizza? Pineapple pizza.
God,
okay.
No.
we gotta come back here because we
Yeah.
got some shots.
Okay.
It looks like our dice
You know what?
cam has malfunctioned because I'm not seeing anything there. There's the dice cam. If we go ahead and transition back to it. There we are. 3 hits. Not 100% sure exactly. There was a TLT that happened there, but we missed the exact shot. Looks like another shot coming in from the TLT. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. We'll get confirmation of what just happened there. Here's the TLT, 3 hits coming into the Seek. Zilcho on evades.
A lot of blanks
there.
on
Lots
there.
of evades. Hit. And there's the damage onto the Sick. It better be. I'm not seeing any shields or anything pulled off.
It almost seemed like...
There it is. There's the
Okay,
damage. So, yes, after that, we had 2 TLT shots onto the Seek. Both of them hit, so the Seek is down to 2 hull. He's coming back with a heavy laser cannon. We have a target lock. This is not great. We have a target lock. We have a focus. I'm seeing 4 symbols, so that will be, by any stretch of the word, the end of Hera Syndulla. Even with that evade token, there was no way with that few hull points. 3 to be exact. She is dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will do it. And Zeb is going to go ahead and pop out the back here. Unless we went ahead and missed something here, as Joel is not removing the ship yet. Did we miss a damage?
There's also, I think Cavill has... Or did Cavill already shoot?
Oh, no, he's just figuring out where to put...
Yeah, he has to
figure
have
out where to
Zeb
put
actually
Zeb,
come
yes.
out of him.
Gambler Tuna always pronounces Hera Syndulla as Harrison Dula. George from Tatooine, Little Boo, Banshee. I'm liking all of this.
But pizza.
But pizza, but it's let's be honest, Adam. It's barely actually pizza because it's small. It's like a small pizza.
You can be whatever
It's a
you
personal.
want
It's
to.
a bagel bite.
You're
But it doesn't have a
bagel
hole.
Bite. Ooh, Flying Dutchman.
Ooh, Raven. I think we've got it.
All right.
I think because that's perfect. It's a ghost ship. It's perfect.
I mean, regardless, it's dead now.
Yeah, the Flying Dutchman is. The Flying Dutchman is dead, and Zeb is down to 1 hull because, of course, that 1 face-down damage card dealt to Zeb is going to go underneath the shields when he deploys. Jeff asking Duhtch if he used C-3PO. No C-3PO was ever used during that match. I'm not sure if there was an opportunity to use C-3PO at that point, at any of these times here.
Hera was a little bit too close for most of the shots. I
Yep.
think if not all of them.
Rolling Red says Geist for all the Panzer talk that we've been doing.
For the Panthers.
I mean, I think
names.
we got some great names, but I think Flying Dutchman,
Why don't we combine them all?
Flying Dutch Geist,
Flying Pizza Dutch Geist.
Flying Pizza. Oh man, we're getting a little wet and wild over here. My word. All right, so it's Ahsoka and Zeb versus the full might of Jeff Pollmiller's list. I think it's coming down to it right now. I think it's time, perhaps, for Duhtch to cut his losses, get Ahsoka into the fight, take down some ships before it's too late. What do you think about that, Adam?
Yeah, maybe try and get half points on Asajj. Well, actually, I think they just got half points because she's 10 total, right?
She's 10 total, yes. So half points
they
on
have
Asajj.
half points on Asajj.
But both Cavill and the Tansari Point vet have 2 hit points left, so it's very well within Dutch's ability to kill one or both of them with those little 2.
I think so, yeah, as long as Duhtch can get a shot on one of them.
Yeah,
not
it's get a
Duhtch,
good,
it's
well-modified
Cavill.
shot. Well, Duhtch.
Oh,
Right.
you mean Duhtch.
Yeah.
Duhtch, not Duhtch like Y-Wing pilot.
Right. With Ahsoka or Zeb, if Duhtch can get...
Oh, that's so confusing. Okay.
Rolling Red, das Flieger Dutchgeist. Flying Dutch goes, das Flieger Dutchgeist.
Jawohl.
All right, dials are down here. Asajj probably going to come in hot. They're trying to just get rid of Zeb. Zeb here turning in. We'll probably see a turn in from Ahsoka as well. We're just trying to get some kills before this game is over. There is the heavy Seek with a 1-bank staying out at range, able to get that that target lock focus shot. There's the target lock. A tiny mind link is a fantastic thing for Tansari Point veterans because you're able to get that action economy, get the target point, they get the target lock and the focus that you need to fire off those cannons very well modified.
Yeah. It's getting... Yeah. I had something, I lost it.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm reading all this in a horrible Austin
Powers Dutch accent. Ahsoka Tano indeed looks like she's coming hard in with the 1 hard turn to the left. A little bump occurred there, but she's not going to hit the asteroid. It's close, but she's not going to be on top of it. And I think she's just going to go ahead, focus, put some hurt onto that Seek. I think that's what she has to do. And then it will just be Ahsoka versus the world once Zeb goes down, covered in target locks.
Oh.
There he is, indeed. He is uncapturing the tie, revealing himself to be the rebel traitorous scum that he is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Range 1 here onto that heavy Seek. We'll spend the focus for 2 hits. Into what looks like, I only see 1 paint there. 1 evade. 1 evade, 2 hits, 1 damage going in onto the heavy Seek. Not a crit. Now, this is the new errata heavy Seek title, giving that thing 1 extra hull point to live. If this had been an old Seek, it would be tot. That's German for toast.
You're toast. What?
The Sick now Asajj now firing at Zeb Aurelius. Range 2, 3 dice. Onto 2 for defense. We have a target lock. That's 3 paint. Focused means 3 hits. There's our attack markers. 3 symbols against Zeb. Rolling 2 greens in defense. Spending his evade. Not 100% sure what's happening here. He hasn't rolled any greens yet.
Not really sure either.
Right. Getting confirmation on something that's happening. Let's come back. Looks like we're going to roll 2 greens to defend against those 3 hits that were coming in. I see 1 paint. Takes 2. Shields are down.
And this is on Zeb.
Yep, this is on Zeb, and we only have that 1 hull point left. Poor Zeb. And now he's going to get hit with a heavy laser cannon. Oh, it's just unfair. 4 paint symbols. We have 4 hits.
Oh.
Oh, that's going to be the end of Zeb. That is a good shot. 4 hits. Not 100% sure where... Oh, we're rolling 6 dice here. Whoa! What's happening? And we're going to focus... It's Super Palpatine for 6 of 8. Ravencat asks us fellow chatters, if you can only run 44 points on Miranda, do you go bombs or missiles?
Bombs.
Discuss. Bombs?
Yeah. That's my discussion. Yeah, bombs.
Sabine and bombs. I mean, Sabine and bombs are super, super powerful right now.
Yeah. I will say, actually, I think one of my favorite things to do... Oh, and Miranda.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking, like... I heard Sabine, but that's the crew.
Well, you put Sabine, yeah.
For some reason, I was like, oh, yeah, Sabine.
Well, I mean, this is Sabine Wing.
Yeah. Sabine Wing with the bombs.
Bombs, bombs. Every day, all bombs, all the time. Definitely think, yep, always bombs, always bombs. That's a consensus.
We have all the bombs. We have the best bombs. They're really, really great.
All right, now can...
Tremendous.
Tremendous bomb. Can Ahsoka get a kill on this Tansari Point vet or on Cavill?
Let's see. We'll have to see.
Well, if she was going to go for the Tansari Point veteran, where would you maneuver if you were Ahsoka? Do a 1 hard, maybe to the left?
1 hard, and then barrel roll, maybe? Or just focus, because, I mean...
I'm not sure if she has any focus left on Rey, but I would definitely do the 1 hard there if I'm going for that. Maybe be able to kill Cavill with a 5 straight forward, just jet forward there, buy a couple of rounds while Asajj comes back. Here's a 3 straight, actually a K turn from the Tansari Point veteran. Going to stress the entire squadron with a Tani Mind Link. There's all the stress coming out right now. Asajj now. Attempting a leapfrog here. That is an exciting maneuver, and it looks like she is going to, in fact, clear the green leapfrogging 3 bank. That dial on the Shadowcaster so fast and furious.
Well, yeah, all the threes are green, right?
Oh yes,
Ooh.
Every 3-speed maneuver.
Okay, yep. So we got
And that,
still got the arc forward.
Still got the arc facing forward. Although it looks like we're actually going to change it facing to the left. And here's Cavill. He's got to be the one to focus the squadron with that green 1 straight. Gonna go ahead, take a focus, and that's gonna give it to every. It looks like he's being kind and giving it to Rey and Asajj too. What a stand-up guy! And here comes. Oh, sorry, to Ahsoka. Seems like Ahsoka is going for Cavill.
Woo! Yeah, I got to take out those last 2 hull.
Yep.
Probably one of the better moves, just because now she's not facing Asajj.
Right. That's not facing Asajj, although Asajj is still behind her and able to stress. Now, what's the action? If he does, in fact, have a focus, it does not look like he has a focus on Rey. So probably take a focus, just see if you just balls to the wall, right?
Balls to the wall. Take that focus.
Ravencat in response to the TL or the bomb or Miranda. TLT extra munition Sabine Wren leaves only 5 points at a seismic and a thermal with no advanced slam. Maybe proximity mine advanced slam?
Yeah. I haven't flown them that much.
Right.
So
seismic and thermal is not a bad
Speculation on my
idea.
part.
Maybe proximity mine and seismic, because you definitely want that. Seismic thermal with no advanced flame is probably the better idea. Oh, blanks coming in on Ahsoka's Hail Mary shot there. Not what Jeff wants to see.
Oh.
2 Cavils, 1 evade. That's not, and they're just gonna go ahead and call it there. Oh no, they're rolling through.
Oh no, yeah.
They're rolling through. Cavill fires back. We have focusing for 3 results on that TLT. Ahsoka rolling 3 greens. And we can go ahead and focus, dodge that shot.
Wow.
But does she want to? Because that is only 1 damage that Ahsoka will be preventing. It could mean the difference later on, especially against that heavy laser cannon or Asajj. And he is going to spend the focus. 3 hits, 3 evades, no damage on Ahsoka. Zeb is dead, by the way. Zeb is very dead.
Oh.
Let's put the overlay on top of that.
Whoops. Not sure where I missed that one.
I think we might have been busy talking about something. 2
About
hits,
pizza again.
2 evades, still no damage on Ahsoka. Ahsoka being the terror, the defensive terror of this match, it appears. Range 2 from Asajj. From either a primary or auxiliary firing arc. Looks like we have 1 hit.
Hoorah.
And Ahsoka is just, and it's dodged. Ahsoka really is pulling this out.
Wow.
1 and 1, no damage. Is that heavy laser seek in range? Range
yes,
3.
It is.
Range 3, 4 dice with a focus. I see 3 symbols there. 3 hits.
Ooh. Let's see.
2 evades. So Ahsoka will take 1 damage. And now we're back to dials. So Ahsoka, I'd assume, is just going to be following Cavill at this point.
I think so. Just trying to
Get
Cavill,
that kill.
plink those last 2 away.
We're just going to go around in a train. Raven Cat makes a really good sense. Zeb's dead, baby. Zeb's dead. Raven Cat. Zeb got 6 evade and went into hyperspace because he has plot armor. Ahsoka has plot armor too, because you've seen Rebels, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ahsoka's got some pretty nasty plot armor.
I'm super excited for season 4.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be great.
Nice.
No spoilers if anybody watching this has not seen season 3 of Rebels. It gets pretty good.
Season 2
It's
is
pretty
pretty
good.
awesome, too.
Season 2 is pretty excellent. I think has the best finale of any of the series so far.
Baby. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Go watch it.
Go watch Star Wars Rebels. It'll make a lot of X-Wing make more sense.
Thematically, anyways.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're just going to go around in a big old train here. Ahsoka following... the Sikh following Asajj, following Ahsoka, following Cavill. Exactly, some yakety sax. Season 4 apparently scheduled to be the last season of Star Wars Rebels. It is sad. I'm honestly not super sad about that, just because I would rather them end it well than drag it out.
Yeah, it's kind of like if anyone watched the Clone Wars, like the last
they didn't know how to
season of
end
it.
that.
Yeah,
it also got
five.
canceled at that point.
Well, I know,
So they
but
weren't
that's
able
probably
to end it.
why.
Yeah. It just dragged it out until it wasn't good anymore.
Like the end of season 5 was traumatizing,
yeah.
but season 6 is, I just kind of watched it all like, why didn't I just
Traumatizing
stop
in a
it?
different way.
Yeah.
I definitely think, I 100% agree. It's better that they end it on a good note. All right, here's some match comings. It looks like Asajj has bumped with her 3 banks to the left there. Just barely bumping onto Ahsoka. The Sikh moves forward, takes the target lock. Cavill will be the 1 to 3 bank and focus the squadron. Raven Cat says, maybe at the end of Season 4, they'll be in Rogue One and kill everyone. Well, we do know that Hera is in Rogue One, and that the Ghost is in Rogue One.
Yep, we've seen that.
And I would love that to be the end of Rebels, to have them splatter against the side of the Devastator. I know that sounds mean, but I think it would be a very powerful and meaningful way to end that series.
Yeah, and then they come back or something.
Yeah, and then they come back like Darth Maul with robot exoskeletons. All right, Ahsoka range 1 against Cavill. There's the shot that she needed.
Got a 1 evade.
One evade. Looks like no focus from Ahsoka. Direct hit. Is this going to be a direct hit? No. Yeah, it was a crit flip. Looks like he might have focused that. Got the extra hit. So Cavill is dead.
Cavill is tot. Or wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's it.
I was like, wait, did I just say toast?
Asajj will be firing against Ahsoka here. Range 3. Hit
hit
and
crit.
a crit. Thank you for the attack markers, even if you just put the dice on top of Ahsoka. Now, if Ahsoka does take the crit, it'll be very, very meaningful here.
Oh,
I'm seeing
no.
I'm seeing 1. Focus that for 2 evades. Staying alive. There's the yes, Raven Cat. There's the plot armor that we speak of. Here comes gyroscopic targeting. End of the combat phase. We're moving that to the other side. Interesting. Looks like Asajj is probably planning on turning hard in towards the center of the map around that central asteroid that we've seen so much of the action center around.
Interesting. See, now
I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good option. Yeah, I don't see why I'd do anything else.
Right.
Say it could be a bluff, but I'm like, why would you do anything else? So
Right. No, the Shadowcaster works really well, sort of orbiting and firing out of its side. So I think this is a very good means to that end. Start turning in. Strafe Ahsoka basically broadsides her.
now I wonder if
Broadsides, 'cause Ahsoka's a
seeing
girl.
that is going to do a hard turn.
Well, I think that's what
And-
Jeff wants. Because if Ahsoka does a hard turn and Asajj does that 3 hard turn, Ahsoka's not going to have a shot,
Oh, that's
but
true.
Asajj will. Because Asajj is going to be a hell of a lot closer to Ahsoka than Ahsoka is to Asajj. I mean, no, that's not true. What I've just said is not true. But Asajj is going to have a shot, and Ahsoka won't. Yeah, Ravencat, 5 forward and escape. Take that TIE fighter to hyperspace. Totally.
Hyperspace heaven.
Yep, hyperspace heaven. And here we've got dials set. That Seek is still sort of a wild card here. We definitely have... Ahsoka could still pull a kill on the Seek if she gets turned around and a little bit lucky, right?
Well, we have that plot armor, so
Oh, yes.
maybe that'll help.
Here it comes. 3 bank from the Seek. Jeff has been expertly leapfrogging these 2 ships for the past few minutes. Seek over Asajj, over Seek, over Asajj. Back and forth and back and forth.
Expert
Ravencat, you're
piloting
right. I
over there.
believe a 3K turn would fit towards the edge of the board. It's a little close, but I believe it might, and she might be able to get back into the fight there.
Yeah, it'd be close, but maybe worth it.
There's the focus. The Seek focuses the
Who all
2.
gets the focus? Oh, my enemies don't get the focus.
There's the 3 bank. Definitely turning in.
Whee!
Interesting here. Not as hard as I was anticipating.
Well,
and
I think
definitely
that's
giving...
because with the primary arc, then you cover that entire corner, which you know Ahsoka's not going to be able to escape from.
That's
So it kind of
absolutely
left
true.
It left everything open,
Covers
and
all your
that way,
bases.
if Asajj really wants to, he does have the ability to turn right. Barely.
Right.
Oh,
Here's actually a 1 hard turn in the
He did the 1 hard
opposite
turn.
direction. Oh, was that the 1 hard turn that you were talking about?
Yeah, I was thinking
Oh,
of
yeah,
that
yeah,
way
yeah. No,
to try
I was
to
thinking about the
escape.
other direction. Yeah, no,
But
that's...
see, now he didn't go too far, and still got that shot.
But he is in both firing arcs. He's got to get real lucky to
That's
survive this round.
true.
Now, I think that's the right choice to go after the Sick there. But she's going to be hurting here in just a sec.
Yeah, it looks like we got.
You definitely have.
is that
Looks to me like maybe a range 1.
I think that's range
Ooh,
1.
That looks like range 1 to me. Focusing with Asajj. Range 1 from... There's a lot of paint. Target lock to reroll. We have focuses for 3 hits. Any of those are crits? Nope. Just 3 hits. Duhtch rolling. I do not. I see 2 evades, so 1 more damage on Ahsoka. She's at 1 hull. She has to get lucky with this Seek, with this 6th shot.
Sick.
And here comes the shot from the target lock focused heavy laser cannon. Absolutely going to target lock those 2. I see 4 paint. That'll be the end of Ahsoka. Focus that for 4 hits. I'm not sure what that was underneath our dice. 2 paint, not enough.
Something.
Not enough.
Not enough.
And there's the game. All right, we're going to get one or both of these guys back in here for an interview here in just a couple minutes. This congratulations to Jeff Pollmiller for pulling out the 2nd win here on our stream of Pod 1. This is a fantastic day so far here, the X-Wing campaign against Cancer. We're going to go ahead and transition ourselves over into a quick break, and we're going to get one or more of these guys back in the studio for an interview in just a moment. We will be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Round 5 interviews. We're joined by the winner of last match, Jeff. Congratulations.
Thank you. You that's what you do with that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good.
And his opponent, Duhtch.
Good
Well
game,
played.
sirs.
Yeah, good game, both of you guys.
Fun to watch, fun to commentate on.
Yeah.
Especially with the tiny
Taking
ghost.
it easy on me.
Yeah,
What did we
thank you.
decide on the name for the tiny ghost?
I think it was Flying Dutchman.
Flying Dutchman. That's
Oh,
what
I
it
like
It
it.
wasn't pizza.
I like it.
We had a lot. There was a lot of votes for Casper, but Casper we thought was the friendly ghost, and since that had guns on it, it didn't really apply. There was Small Fly, right?
Small flight?
Small Fright.
Small fright.
Small
That's what it
Fright,
was.
but like pronounced like Small Fry. I thought that was good.
Small Fright.
Little Boo.
Little boo.
Well, it was with Hera, so it's probably something to run off of Hera instead
Hera?
of Ghost, yeah.
The
Maybe.
Terra.
Maybe.
Small Terra.
Small.
This is out of control.
Yeah, I don't know what you expected. All right, so
Nothing different. Did
All
you
right,
see how we played? Expect nothing.
Did you like the 6 green dice?
oh
on-
yes, it's plot armor.
Yes.
Plot armor.
Zeb has plot armor,
Yes.
obviously, and that was the best representation of plot armor I think I've seen in an X-Wing game.
More
All right,
green
so
dice.
let's talk about the match there. Duhtch, going into that, what was your game plan with that list?
Well, I played Jeff, what was it, last Thursday? And I beat him 100-0.
Yeah.
Really
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, totally.
No, not even. Actually, I had his Cavill out in probably the 3rd turn, so we discussed how he should probably keep his Cavill away from me this time. But I actually started to joust in the first couple rounds, which I don't think was a good idea.
Right, bringing Hera into the fight there negated a lot of her range advantages that she's built to have.
Yeah. And so that was my first mistake, and then many mistakes afterwards.
Now, we both thought that you both played a great game. Jeff, same question. Of course, this is a rematch now.
Yeah.
So what did you learn from that first match that informed this one?
Nothing. I really don't learn very well. I think I learned to keep my ships with agility.
Yeah.
Between Cavill and the Ghost, and I think he went after Cavill this time instead of after the Sick. So
After the Sick this
yeah,
time.
the Sick has a little bit more ability to evade the TLTs, so it's
Right.
probably a better gamble.
Yeah, that's why I stayed away from her at the beginning, but she just didn't end up evading anything, actually, the 2 times that I actually hit her.
So statistics don't work.
No,
Yeah.
It's awesome.
no math.
Statistics are junk. So we have a question from the chat. First, Sergeant Ace 24 asks Dak, and then he asks
Yeah.
Dak, and then he asks his next question, Dak, do you have your wallet?
I did bring my wallet. Funny, I guess
I think we might have to hear the story.
Does anybody
about
have
this
any
now.
backstory? Okay, so there's no backstory. Well, I've been playing the game for about 3 months, and I decided to jump in a Mini Cooper with Justin and John Conley and go all the way to Lincoln, Nebraska for my first regional. And I get about 2 hours away from Denver, and I realize that I forgot my wallet.
Ooh.
Right after I had just said that I was going to buy lunch for everybody.
Sounds like everybody else is buying then.
Yeah, so the whole weekend, I got this. I'm Dak. That's where that came from.
I think I think what you did was you ran the scam of the century.
Yeah, I did. I really did. So the running joke is every time we leave for next wing tournament, I just text Justin, "Hey, I
Got my wallet."
I got my wallet this time." Yeah, so it's a good time.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So back to the match, guys. What was the point there? Was there any point that you definitely felt that the tide was turning?
No.
Always
Actually, yeah, once I made the mistake of turning in, after I actually did it, I'm like, that's exactly the opposite of the game plan I have of just running around the entire board, shooting with 4 TLT shots.
Right.
Double
I don't know if
stress
I was
sucks.
trying to.
Yeah, double stress really hurt.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the Ahsoka shenanigans to really happen there.
It's
It's not gonna work.
Ashoka Gans.
Ashoka, yeah.
You're welcome. I don't speak very good English, so it comes naturally.
And then leaving Cavill with 1 hole left was pretty brutal.
Right.
Which gave him some extra time. I still would have likely lost, but it would have gave me a little bit more time to possibly set up something. But
Right. We were saying there was a very good chance, even right up until the end of that game, of getting the kills on both Cavill and the Sick, because they were both very badly damaged. There definitely was a very good shot that you took on Cavill, and then your dice blanked on you, and that was heartbreaking with Ahsoka there.
that happens. I didn't have accuracy corrector on Ahsoka.
So I got a follow-up question in the similar vein. When do you break Ahsoka's invulnerability? Is it only in situations like that where she becomes one of the last ships on the board?
This is probably my 3rd or 4th time when I've done it, because generally I'll kite enough that I don't need to use her, but I've been trying to practice since I've only been playing a month, just trying to practice more with getting her in the mix. So if I need to finish off a ship in that round, I can go ahead and do that, because I'd rather have my thought process is finish that pilot off, and then hey, if you want to take a shot at Ahsoka instead of finishing off my Hera, then I'm good with that.
No, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good call. So question for Jeff and list building here. The Atani Mind Link is a very, very powerful card. I think we've all seen what it can do now. We've had a couple games with Mind Link on the stream so far today. Why that Seek? Why the Sick in the classic sort of Paratani foundation?
I just wanted to. So I've been playing the game for about 6 months. I wanted to build a list that was all my own, and I decided that I didn't want to do something that I had seen before.
So you use Asajj with the Tani Mind Link.
Right. Yeah. Right. So yeah, you're right. But I didn't want to do like a Finrao or
Right.
Ultarok or
Manaroo. Yeah, none of that. None of that junk.
But the ultimate reason I take that HLC Sick is because I call it my defender killer.
Aha, I see.
Cavill and the Sick, and then a range 1 Asajj. I'm trying to keep 4 dice consistently pumping into them.
So those defenders still concerned for you even after the X7 nerf?
Seeing this tournament, I think there's only 2, maybe 3 lists with defenders in it here. I think they might be kind of going out, but it also fares very well against auto thrusters.
There are 2 at the top. There are 2 at the top table, but there's another like 2 or 3 sort of at the lower end. What I saw.
Maybe we'll get 1 or 2 of those on the stream for the next round. Maybe some defenders. We did see a Countess Riyadh earlier, but it got smoked by a TIE Swarm pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a weird thing, huh?
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, I saw
Right.
the TIE Swarm
TIE Swarm's doing
what
real
year
well.
is it?
Yeah. TIE Swarms were doing real. Okay, so let's move on to a sort of a prize showcase right now. Again, this is the X-Wing campaign against Cancer, so we have some phenomenal some phenomenal prizes, and those are all made possible by your donations. You can donate at x-wing.org. All proceeds from this tournament are going to Twin Sons Charities to benefit the American Cancer Society. So please consider donating to this great cause there. This is what's enabling us to have such a fun day of X-Wing. Now, with that said, so many people have donated so many different things to this. Now, one of the things that many people have donated as prizes are painted ships, as we were talking about. So, Adam, why don't you hold up our first prize painted First Order Decimator. This is a beauty. Now, we don't know who did this because they were all sent to Luke Carrington, who anonymized everything and then sent them out. So, if this is your Decimator, or if you know whose Decimator this is, well frickin' done. This is a beautiful piece of art. And I'm
It's mine now.
featuring this stream featuring John Conley's tongue, everybody. This is a beautiful ship, and I'm really sad I'm not going to be able to actually get the chance to win it because I love the Decimator, but it's got everything in it. It's
got the red
oh yeah,
Look
red
at the
front
engines.
here.
The engines
Look
are
at the
so
engines.
pretty.
Ooh,
turn that.
blue
Ooh.
engines.
Oh yes, it's burning through space and probably time.
Yeah,
Hang on,
As well.
absolutely.
Gotta do this.
I'm gonna do it.
Dun-dun.
Oh my goodness.
That was epic. Really.
Nice.
It's upside down, but
Now do
whatever.
a 180. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's all
Do a
because of those
barrel roll.
engines.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah, here we go. Barrel roll on a decimator.
I mean, expert handling is possible.
That scares me.
No,
Gorgeous ship.
this is fantastic. So that's kind of my pride to showcase. Rolling Red, damn, you were turning me on with them decimator gyrations.
I know what the ladies like.
Sorry, guys. We thought this was going to be a family-friendly stream,
Absolutely not.
but apparently we are very, very wrong. All right, so the
You
last...
have to have gyrations to make families, so you're fine.
I guess you're right. So we have one more prize here to showcase. This is the winning plaque, the first place prize. It's full of
Look how
glare.
shiny it is.
Oh man, it's
There
so
you go.
shiny. Yeah. 2017 campaign against cancer.
It's backwards
because we ended up mirroring.
Yeah.
Just
not
imagine that
actually
that's forwards. It's not actually backwards, we swear.
Here. See, it actually looks like this.
I don't think that's how it works.
If not, run to your bathroom and put your computer screen in the mirror, and then you'll be able to read it again. Quick, but don't drop your computer in the toilet. That'd be bad.
That would
Science.
be that would be very bad.
Hate it when that happens.
No, this is great. I'm a sucker for coins. I'm a sucker for plaques. Whoever wins this, put this up next to your store championship plaque, next to your disgusting, awful regionals plaque.
Next to my nothing plaque. Yep.
Hey, you get a plaque.
Black
You
on
get
my
a plaque.
teeth.
Oh, boy.
Going on the
You're-
mantle.
I mean, you guys were in pod 1, so
Yeah.
you got the
that's-
chance to win this
Yeah,
one.
I'm going for it.
Nice.
Shine.
Shiny indeed. So, I think that's everything for the prize showcase this round. Once again, these are the little, like,
Oh, we
ship
showed
markers
these
that
earlier.
everybody's
markers.
been using all the time.
Very cool. Curled paw.
Unique to this
Awesome.
location from Curled Paw Creatives. You've been wondering why everybody in the stream has got those. A lot of my friends use Curled Paw Creatives. I haven't gotten anything from them yet because I've got all FFG stuff.
Everything. I've got everything from them. I love them.
Nice. Nice. Them, I also really like Litco. Litco's does great stuff. Litco's done some stuff for Back to Dials in the past. A lot of our templates, Back to Dials branded templates, are from Litco. What else? Oh, no, I've got some Litco tokens and some Team Covenant tokens as well. Team Covenant's done a
Covenant
really
is
good
very
job.
good as well.
Yep. Lots of great acrylic stuff that you don't have to win. You don't have to be super good to get acrylic stuff.
So you mean I can get them?
Right.
Yay!
Yeah, Cargo 2. Ravencat mentioned Cargo 2. I think they're an English company.
Yep.
Also really, really good stuff.
Really, really, really cool. Really, really good. Just
Yeah.
expensive to get here.
Expensive, right, because we have exchange for British pounds and also shipping across the ocean.
I think I looked. It was like $60. I was like,
Yeah.
Just add it to the FFG boat. You'll get it in 3 months.
maybe we
If
could
you're
put a
lucky.
bunch of guys.
Add it to the boat with all the Destiny stuff on it and you won't get them.
Maybe we can put a bunch of guys together and we can split the shipping.
Yeah.
All order at the same time.
Maybe. There's also John orders it's like miracleworks.de or something like that are full color printed things. All right, so pairings are up for the last round, so we're going to go ahead and cut this one out real quick.
Can I do a quick shout out?
Yeah, please do.
Wanted to give a shout out to my opponents, David, Thomas, and Kevin, I believe, for putting up with me and my newbiness. Oh, and Jeff.
Well,
Thanks,
hey,
Jeff.
that was a great game. Nobody would know that you have only been playing for about a month. So thank you guys both for coming on. It was a great match, and we're going to go ahead and cut this stream. We'll see you guys back in just a couple minutes with round 6.